So good morning, everyone. I'm from UK, and I think all my audience are today from Uganda. So I'm Dr. Renuka Thakore, founder and CEO of Global Sustainable Futures Network. And this is our, here we say meeting 3 because we missed one meeting. But however, it's a continuous engagement for 1 million Avocado Uganda project. So I welcome you all for your attendance here and to shape this project as we move forward. Uh, I would like to just say a little bit background to this, that Dr. Richard approached me on saying that how we can take this avocado industry forward. And that sparked my idea of 1 million avocado project. And I proposed him and he welcomed him. And it is also important that it is very timely because they are organizing the conference on avocado. And I think it has been a very, very enthusiastic time for avocado industry, especially in Kenya, Uganda, and other parts of Africa where, Africa has been blessed with soil and the climate that allows avocado to grow and flourish. I have been studying avocado since this my interest, and I have seen that there are plenty of varieties of avocado. It has nutritious value, and it is also demandable in market, and there could be many other products produced out of avocado, nutritious products, beauty products, and also the tree itself can be useful for other products like biochar and many other things. So I think in last presentation, I did explain that it is a system change that we want to bring in. And we want to transform the lives of people who are in avocado industry. Of course, we cannot promise that, okay, yeah, everything will change and so on. But this is a collective effort to make the environment or the system that works for us. And with that ambition, I am coming to Uganda as well next month to attend the conference and also to shape this project more into the physical environment, speaking to people and the relevant organizations. So that is what I wish to explain today. And after my presentation, I will invite others, everyone here to speak and give your opinion. So today I am focusing on digital traceability and DMRV system. Uh, there, for this topic, it is very important to know several other things, that digitalization has become one of the part and parcel of our life. It is also on a top of priority for the national authorities to bring digital literacy and also to digitalize all the data that they have, not only for human beings or just material things, but also for the plants and all the flora and fauna of the world has to be digitalized so that we know our ecosystem, and we can also understand where are the gaps and how to address them, and how to bring uh, ecosystem to a a position that it can keep on providing the products and services to human mankind, and how we can work in coordination with our needs and the nature's need. So that is what it is like. We have to understand these phenomena. If you, it is something correlated to your, say, bank balance or your funding at home. If you don't know what is your balance, you will not be able to know how to spend and what to bring in. And that is what this digital traceability and DMRV system will do. And so let me go through it, uh, and I will spend just 10 minutes or so, 10, 15 minutes on it. And then we will go further with the discussion. So what we have here, that today there are plenty of avocado farms, farmers, and everywhere it is still an industry, and it is flourishing. However, we have very limited visibility. And it is also difficult to trace where are the things happening. And what is, because of this fragmentation, people, there is a, people don't believe, or it is not easily traceable or found in the system, that where to go and how to go, and it's like a maze. And people are lacking that power of, you know making money out of it, or making the value out of it, creating a value out of it for themselves. We are using the soil, we are using the resources, but are we then replenishing it? Are we having a sustainable system? This all is bit of no, but not no. It is like we know things, but still uh, it is not properly documented or seen, or is not available for people to visualize. And that's why we need to have a solution where we create that this could be easily visible, and we can take advantage of the system. And therefore, what we are going to do, that we are going to build a digital ID for nurseries, so that we can see where these nurseries are there, where these plantation are there. We will map them on the GIS, and we will also show how they are distributed and harvested throughout the life cycle. And we will be able to, track the avocado tree life cycle digitally. So the project vision here is that, hold on, I'm admitting people here. Okay. So the project vision is that we want to utilize like a tag system, like a uniquely tagged. Each and every tree will be tagged, and each and every seedling will be traced or tracked throughout its life cycle, and we will be having a precision understanding of where it is. So, which would allow us to monitor how the trees grow, and we can produce a real-time data. This is important because I understand that avocado has a long life, about 40 to 60 years. And so it is very important that it is used for even carbon credit markets, because that allows the soil to capture the carbon. But if these trees are, and if the plantation is done accordingly. So the system, what we want is like, who are the operators in this, like the farmers. We will have uh, the farmers in one nursery. We will digitalize all the seedlings, and we will be creating digital coding. And it would be something like this, like a barcode or a unique number given to each seedling. And this will create a QR code, and we will be able to trace it throughout the life cycle. Now, this also will be important that the seedling has an owner, and the owner's profile will be there, like a name, age, gender, tracking, and so on. Uh, the to whom it belongs. So we will have a cooperative name, and we will also have, understanding of where this digital farmer is, and throughout that, what happened to its parts and parcel of the plant, meaning that we will be able to get the supply chain understanding. So again, this will not be done totally through um, machine or a software. Throughout the process, what we want to do is to make you understand why this is important. We also want to give you the skills that you would be able to do yourself, understand it, and explain it, and so on. So we want to increase your capacity of understanding this digital tracking, and uh, and also we will make you like champions of these. Say for example, there are 100 to 200 farmers. We will have one champion to look after these 100 and 200 farmers, and that person or a champion will also be given training of how they should audit these things, or how should they keep it in system. And that is how we will increase the capacity of the farmers' human resources as well during the process. So this is GSI spatial infrastructure, where we will be having, we will be asking you the location, the area map of where you are, and we will integrate with the national database. And therefore, uh, we believe, like as we go forward, we will be assisting the national directory as well, or national capacity, where they would be able to, increase their own capacity for digitalization. So I think it is highly associated with the national priorities as well as the global priorities, where we are asking that we want people to digitalize. So that is where it will help. Now, we know that all seedlings don't survive, and we want seedlings to survive in like the most seedlings to survive, and therefore we will have, trained, like we will provide you training how to systematically uh, grow the plant and take care of the plant, and that will allow us to, uh, you know, make the most use of the resources and the training that will come through this project. I know there are plenty here who are in this meeting. I think you might be more knowledgeable about how to grow avocado, and I invite you all to share the best practices between your neighborhood, your farmers group, and so on. And you can also reach out to me so that we can have a training through you to the farmers. So it is going to be like a platform where we can exchange the knowledge, but also backing from the scientific science, backing through the science. This will create dynamic report of each and every activity that will take place in this project. So we will be monitoring production, distribution, and planting milestones. We will also be able to understand the empirical survival rates by the sub-county and active farmer registration and cooperative statistics. We will help people to get into group and also help them to understand how cooperatives can work and register and um, help in this project. So, having said that, we are inviting project managers, governments, cooperatives, investors, and donors. And I will ask you, you all who are here, to be coordinators for this project or champions for these projects, to take a project, to take this voice or the project to your relevant stakeholders and bring them to this project. Uh, yeah, this carbon accounting. So as we get the data, it will be we will be calculating the carbon emission and the carbon removal as well as the carbon storage. We will be able to do that only when we get the baseline with us. And it is not so difficult if we get the data and each and every person knowing what is to be submitted for this calculation. Once we get that, we will be able to do it. Now, going forward, we create agriculture waste, and so we will also have biochar project in it. We need water for irrigation and for the plant. We are going to also, like I am in discussion already with some solar pump providers, where we can also bring these uh, solar pumps to the farmers, where it will we can have managed water system as well, which would help to quantify how much water we are using. Quantifying water, energy, waste, and all that will help us to understand how to put them in as a how to use them as a resource and as like sustainable resource without wasting them. So whole system can be managed the way we want, rather than depending on all the time on the nature, in a sense of uncertain nature. So measurement, reporting, verification, and monetization is the final process. Here, even though I am telling about carbon finance and so on, that is not our end goal. Our end goal is to bring sustainable agriculture practices in place to make farmers more capable of understanding what is their soil, how they can manage with the data that they have, and how they can take the future decisions to increase the productivity, market demand, and also to be in market and so on. Um, At the same time, we will also be looking at the global compliance. I know that avocado is not within the condition of EUDR yet. However, you because all there are another products like coffee, cocoa, and you might be also involved in those farmings. You would have heard about EUDR. But not only EUDR, if you want to export avocado, you need to have certain standards, certain quality, and certain conditions are required to be compliant with. And so compliance is highly needed, and we will bring this compliance training to you as well. So here what we want is like for farmers, we want to understand how I mean what will be the benefits to the farmers. That of course you will know about crop yields, you will get some support system, and finally, at the end of this project, like in 2 years' time, if we are able to operate in a systematic way, we will be able to get into carbon credit registry project, like the project can be registered at carbon credit registry, and we will be able to get the carbon revenue. At the same time, cooperatives would be having real-time production visibility, uh, and they would be able to plan how they want to move with this volume and monitor it. And the government is also highly benefited by this project, as we are providing them empirical evidence-based development statistics and data. And investors will have full auditable project, and that is why it would be important that we start with thinking how we can, show our project transparency and traceable project to the investors, and that will bring investors to the project. So the DMRV data is something like that we collect the data of each nursery, like each plant and in nursery, and we map it. We also get the farmer's profile, and then we also audit it. And finally, we account it for the carbon credit project, or even with the understanding that what we have and how we want to move forward. So this is what actually I have for 1 million avocado trees. Like we want to track them. We want to have the uh, livelihood scale increased by like at least we want to engage 100K smallholder farmers. And we want to unlock the global carbon finance as well. So I request you all to join, and that is where I will stop. I would like to invite now, first of all, Dr. Richard to give his comments, his input. And then I have one or two people also invited to this meeting whom I will invite. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Doctor. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, Doctor, it's very disturbing that some people have failed to join. I don't know why. There is some, I thought it was your side that the other message you had asked about me, is it privacy and what? I think it's the one causing this. We have missed very many people. The system is telling them they have to sign in. When they sign in, it doesn't go through. So disappointing to miss this powerful presentation. It is very, very, very powerful. And how I wish some of the government officials here could take note of this. This program was going to unlock a lot of challenges that are already affecting the avocado industry in Uganda. So I want to thank you so much, Doctor, for your presentation. It is really a technical part of it and more practical. However, I also have one or two people to make remarks, and maybe they would talk before I conclude in a few with a few way forward. If the doctor from the National Agricultural Research Organization is still here, Dr. Mayambala, maybe could come up and make up a small presentation or just a comment. Doctor, we have also doctor from Kugonza, from Makerere University. You'd also make some small comment before our researcher who is already showing up in the screen. But I would first invite Dr. Mayambala to say hi, then Dr. Kugonza, then this gentleman who is on the screen. Thank you. Is Dr. Mayambala in?
Let me check.
Dr. Mayambala, Nafori. It's called, I don't know whether it's still in Nafori. If it's still far, if Dr. Kugonza is also in, he can say hi, then before I submit. Is Dr. Kugonza there? If he's there, he can unmute and say something.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Wirshe. Thank you very much, Doctor, for this exciting program. Thank you very much, colleagues. Good morning. I think we are all still in morning time. Yeah, thank you very much for giving us this opportunity. I know you are very, very passionate about this crop, avocado. And indeed, when we met, I think last week, when you invited me to this meeting, and I was able to talk to the key presenter of today, Dr. Renuka, on phone, and I had the passion that she has put into this work. I could not miss this meeting, and indeed, it was exciting to listen in, but also for the link that you shared, I think for an earlier meeting where she was still talking about this campaign. So it's quite informative. So you asked me to talk today as Donald, but I would like to say that I'm also part of a big organization, a cooperative union, and I think I've seen my chairman here, Mr. Godfrey Onentho. I'm a member of an avocado producing society from Masindi district in the Midwest. It is a permanently registered society, but we also part of the Western Union and then the National Union, the Uganda National Union. We are known as Avocado Uganda, and there are other entities. I know there is NAFO, there is Avocado Association of Uganda, and others. So the idea is we need to continue coalescing and working together so that this industry can really take shape. And so I'm excited about this 1 million trees. I know they could become 10 million, but they could have also been one tree. So I think you gave yourself a target. And listening to you, it is really thought through. You can see I like the idea of digital identification. I don't know what that means for if a tree dies and you replace it with another, does it take the ID of the previous tree? But I think the idea is really when a tree gets an identification, there is more focus. It's like I'm from the animal world. Eh? When you give an animal a tag, then there is more responsibility to make sure the animal lives. You know, animals which have tags are more respected than animals which don't have tags. You know, people pay more attention. Tags come with a small extra cost, but usually they indicate the seriousness of the investment on the investor side. So I really like this idea. It could be a game changer. I hope the identification system is not cost prohibitive in a way that, because I see this is going to be something you can identify even on satellite, if I got it right. It's a good thing, but I hope it doesn't become a limiting factor. But otherwise, if all the orchards which have these trees have GPS locators, I think the idea we want to be able to trace every farmer. And there are other initiatives that are working in this space, that every avocado farmer has a known address. And if you're taking it to the level of the tree, where every tree can be traced, and maybe it makes a lot of sense in that case because you're interested in the number of trees, not necessarily in the number of farmers or the acres. But what is the cost like? I didn't hear about the funding mechanism, but I don't think there is any problem that you'll get farmers who want to grow these million trees. I think you're setting yourself a long period, but if it is the regular avocado tree, people are going to be excited to pick up and if the seedlings come from reputable sources, I think it will not be a problem to have these trees being planted and looked after. Obviously, there are other dynamics. I don't know whether you are interested in new planters or new farmers, or you're interested in people who already have orchards who can expand, or both, because there are some dynamics in terms of care. And also the issue about, the other one is the issue about, I know you're talking about carbon sequestration, but I don't know if that is the selling point. I think if people are going to earn from these trees by selling their fruit, then the other one I think should be a bonus. So we should front the direct benefit, and so make sure that people are planting the trees to produce fruit. If they go ahead and get some carbon credits for it, if they plant it like any other plantation tree, which is for carbon, then again, the motivation for care and really the other benefits for which we know the crop will come in a longer time. And finally, thank you very much for mentioning the cooperatives. So you say active farmer registration and cooperative statistics. That is part of your central operation metrics. I thought that is really exciting because I have to say there are people who don't believe in the cooperatives and they are promoting avocado. And to
Thank you,
me, that
Doctor.
is a problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll
So I think
have to request you to summarize. There are people I want to.
I'm done. Thank you so much. If you can give
Thank
1
you.
second to my Godfrey,
Your
that
boss.
would be nice.
Godfrey, I'm really pushing him always, but thanks God is already here today. I've spotted Dr. Caroline. Dr. Caroline is one of the implementers of, actually, if they agree, they are going to work with us on the side of pest management or on our project, because CABI is an international organization and they're implementing a project here in Uganda. So Dr. Caroline, are you on? Caroline Nanchinga. Dr. Caro, I can see you on the line. Are you on?
Yes, I'm on. Thank you, Richard.
Thank you, Doctor.
Richard.
I'm
but
happy.
I've just
I'm
posted
very excited.
something in the chat.
Yes.
All I can say now, thank you for this program. It looks very exciting, and we'll be very happy to join as you're doing this work, because already, you know, as Kabi, we're already taking up avocado as one of our value chain that we are looking at for exports, and like to learn more on how it's going to be. But I posted something in the chat, maybe if you can read it, concerning traceability and then the government traceability systems, whether you're working with them and whether you're looping them in. I just wanted to know that. Thank you.
Doctor. The issue is that we are going to work closely with the government. Actually, we are working with government. They are aware of what is happening. There is a call by government for under climate smart project, but it was featuring Western Uganda majorly. So with us, we decided as the private sector, we also pick the East, Northern and West Nile regions under smallholder farmers. So yes, we shall see how we harmonize it. But as you are aware, we are launching this program on 31st, 30th. Doctor will have to remind me, but it is in full agreement with all the will by government, and I think they'll be the ones to organize the official launch of the 1 million project. We are working closely with MAIF, specifically Dr. Peter Damuzungu, the Assistant Commissioner, who is our eye at the ministry. So we shall see how we harmonize all this. To me, it's about Ugandans. It is about my poor people to benefit from this value chain. I've been on so much on loggerheads with people, especially investors. But me, I want everybody to pick up the avocado value chain, either 10 seedlings, either beyond. But I think in the next meeting, I'll be presenting strictly the way forward. which should be, let us agree that we do another meeting by end of this week because we don't have the time. But maybe in my private discussion with the Dr. Renuka, all of us, that the issue of mobilization, we are behind schedule. I need to run up in this region. At least I visit every district, visiting the DPOs and some community outreach strategies, including churches and religious institutions. But somehow I am going to discuss with Dr. Renuka and see how far we have done with mobilization. We barely have 3 weeks to 4 weeks to have this done, the launch. And also I'm excited. I don't know whether my boy is here. We already started, just to say Dr. Karo and others, that we already started. We have already a farmer who was a nursery operator who is already in 50,000 seedlings. And I think we are those ones who will manage to travel with us. When Dr. Renuka comes in the country, she's arriving here on the 29th. By 30th, she will be with us. We shall be able to travel to Mayuge and see how we launch this program together. So I think that's what I wanted to submit in. And if there are any other people who can submit, you are welcome. Before maybe Dr. Renuka will summarize. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, I will answer all the questions that are raised or all the concerns that are given, as well as the advice that is given at the closing. But I want to now, someone has raised their hand, is Onentho Godfrey. And I also want to invite 2 people later, but please, Onentho Godfrey, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. As my name shows, I'm Onentho Godfrey Otui. I chair the Uganda Avocado Growers Cooperative Union, but also a cooperative society for Zombo. Zombo is found in West Nile, and one of the promoters of avocado growing, particularly Hass variety in that part of the country. And I'm happy to report we are making some progress. We are making inroads into non-avocado growing areas like Terego, Moyo, Adjumani, and so forth. So I'm very happy with this. And then this topic is extremely important. Already our secretary, Dr. Kugonze, said a lot. But 2 things that I think are very important. One is that it was good news, really, hearing about carbon credit, as an additional incentive, for avocado farmers. I think this is something we need to focus on. And then number 2 is the issue of traceability. I think traceability needs to be very much emphasized. And I bring this up because of the challenges we are facing with the seedling, the question of quality. And if I must tell you, the level of replacements that we do for seedlings can discourage somebody. You'll get seedlings, and those seedlings sometimes survive, sometimes they don't survive, but you are constantly replacing. I have an orchard that I established, the first part of my orchard, the first 1 acre, which I tried to establish in 2022. And the whole first batch of seedlings, about 250 of them, all perished. So there's just about 2 of those trees remaining. But even one of them is just struggling. And then we have one which is yielding something, but imagine everything was wiped out. And I think because of this, the seedling, the quality was not good at all. And then later we began to replace. So replacements are too much and very, very demotivating. So if you bring the element of traceability, I think that's very important, because then that traceability must have very comprehensive component, aspects that really highlights what a good seedling is. And my thing is that the question of certification will come in. This is where my IF needs to come in very strong. But those are really, these seedlings are good that are out there that farmers buy or are given out to farmers. But for me, this is a good initiative. I'll be part of the campaign. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mr. Oneto comes from West Nile and is one of my big mobilizers that side. I have seen one of the nursery operators, Dr. Renuka here, is called Kadri Mustafa from Musubi farm. And yeah, we need a discussion with Musubi. And really, I'm really excited that they're here. I don't know whether Avolio is here. We had also started with them. They gave us some seeds, and we are still seeing how we can partner them to do to supply the seeds for the project. So Mustafa, are you there? Before Dr. Renuka brings in another person. Mustafa Kadir. Okay, if it's not on, back to you, Dr. Renuka.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I want to invite Kainga Muduisto from Kotfon to give his input. We spoke yesterday with him and his team. So I think he's very enthusiastic to join the project, and I invite them to speak. Thank you.
Maybe
Thank you very much.
The timing also, they should be brief because we have only 5 minutes. Maybe you'll
Yes,
add us.
yes.
I don't know. Okay.
Thank you very much, everybody. I'm called Kayinga Mudisto, the network coordinator of Community Transmission Foundation Network. A network bringing together over 75 grassroots groups, including farmer groups. Thank you, team. And warm greetings from Kotfon here in Greater Masaka region. At Kotfon, we view the 1 million Avocado Uganda project not just as a tree planting initiative, but as a core pillar of our regional environmental and economic sustainability framework. We are fully aligned with the project's goals, and we are ready to drive our phase 1 pilot commitment forward. Specifically, Kotfon is taking direct ownership of the South Corridor. Our immediate target is the successful deployment and the growth of 100,000 avocado trees. We will achieve this by integrating these trees directly into smallholder farming households across our network. This approach ensures two critical outcomes. One, strong community ownership for longer-term climate resilience, and the immediate creation of sustainable green income streams for local youth and women. Our community mobilization structures are really positioned. We stand ready to deploy our network to handle the frontline mapping, household selection, and longer-term monitoring required to make this project a success. We look forward to collaborating closely with all of you to bring this vision to life. I thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
much. I welcome your partnership. I also have our trainer, like this Ken Sani, who has volunteered to train at some point. Today, I asked her to present something, but we don't have time. But however, I would like her to speak and put her input. Over to you, Ken Sani.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I hope you all well. I am Kensani, based in South Africa, and I'm the founder of Mtsovelo Agricultural Development and Incubation. I'm also an avocado farmer, and I have been processing some of the value addition from avocado. Still pretty much small, but it's growing. I've been doing the eco-entrepreneurial inclusive models for farmers around here. And we also have a school program that is perpetuating the sustainable food forest, with avocado also being part of the chosen fruits here. So I'm looking forward to working with all of you and to learning from all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I have someone here who, yes, Geoffrey Celebi. He's from Uganda, and he would also like to provide some training program later. Today I just asked him to introduce him. So please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Renuka, for the introduction. Hello.
Yes, we can
Yes,
hear
we are
you.
hearing.
Yes, I am called Geoffrey Chelly Bay.
Yeah.
I'm the founder of the 4-acre farm model agric business simulation board games and a master trainer for the simulation games here in Uganda. Today, just want to share some innovative approach that can accelerate the mobilization of the avocado. Oh,
Yeah, maybe if it comes into a presentation, we shall do that in the next meeting. Just let
no,
Yes.
it's
us
not.
know
It's
you.
not
We are going to
I'm
keep
not
engaging.
let's just give highlights of it. This is a kind of a board or a simulation form whereby we can gather the farmers together, train them, and it is not just training them to understand, training them to plant trees, but to help them understand avocado as a business. And all this is
Yes.
all in a board game.
Okay. All
In
right.
a board game simulation, and the
Okay.
farmers can make mistakes there and learn from their mistakes. Like I was hearing the previous presenters, the challenges we're going through are all in that game that you can learn what you expect
Okay, sir. We
along
will
the way.
do
Okay.
the
Thank you.
presentation in the next
Thank you,
meeting.
Geoffrey. I'm sorry today that we have run out of the time, but I want to conclude with a few points. So I request you to stay for a few 5-10 minutes. Yes, I thank you very much, Donald, who raised all the issues that were also in my mind, especially about the cost of dressing, and I think we have got an immediate some sort of solution as well. Of course, I'm working on my side how to make this cost efficient, but we have already have you know informed by Dr. Caroline about NIF AMI system, and I request her to make some connections and let us talk about it, that how we can make that possible with their help. As well as I'm working on my side, I do have that DMRV platform, but how to make it cost efficient and how to make it offline, how to make people do the job about collecting the data very easily and so on. So we will be continuing with that presentations and training. Uh, yes, and rightly mentioned by the chairman as well that the traceability of seedlings is very, very important. As I always tell in almost all meetings that we need to know our flora and fauna, each and every species in the world, that where it is existing and how it is happening and how it is growing and how it is serving the mankind, but how mankind is taking care about them. And this can be only possible if we have a digitalization, if we know the counts of it. So I highly appreciate that. And he has also mentioned the challenges that how seedlings can die and other things. So traceability is an important part of this project. And the concerns raised with fundings, that is very true. And our next meeting will focus on funding strategies. We are looking for several different strategies to implement, and you all can send your opinions within this week so that I can also include them within the presentation. So I look forward to you to inform me what are your, because you are local, because you know what is the context and the system working there, uh, please inform me what is available as a funding source, and so we can accommodate that too in. And also I will bring my new innovative funding sources that we can also take advantage of. Going forward, I would also work with Dr. Richard to form a committee and council for this project so that we can invite people, focus people to guide our pathway to achieve our objectives. Again, I would repeat, as all have mentioned, that the end goal is not carbon credit project, as that we are not I mean, it is very important that we also include carbon credit project, but it is not the end goal. End goal is to make a holistic system where people, soil, nature, everyone stay in harmony to serve not only this generation but also the coming generation. So I will stop here. Thank you very much. And any last words are welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Yes, I think as I told you earlier, we are going to work on now the strategy of the launch. Then we shall keep having meetings as they come on. I think we shall be having weekly meetings for now because it is urgent. Maybe we suggest that this week, maybe on Friday, we can have another one. I don't know the availability of Dr. Renuka because for now she's still our chair. Because
Yes,
we have discovered
we do have on this Friday already organized, and we will publish it soon.
Yes, that is very important because we have to launch the mobilization strategy for the launch. And also see how we prepare Dr. Renuka. If she arrives in the country, she has to visit 1 or 2, 3 places before she goes back. And it must be known by us. Yes, you have mentioned something very important, the committee or the team. This one we are going to brainstorm. I know Dr. Caroline is here. There is a professor from Makerere. If he's still on, we wanted the professor to have a presentation how we can integrate this project in the university. So this Makerere University is the lead university in Uganda, and for the side of research, we could even have volunteers from the university to work with us in this project. So Professor Kugonza, if you're still online, we shall request you to make a presentation and see how you can integrate this project with Makerere University. Of course, the Vice Chancellor is already our farmer. So with those few remarks, let's plan how we begin the mobilization strategy. I think that's the point of discussion next week. For now, let's concentrate on how we are going to mobilize for the launch, because it is very, very serious. If we are, after launch, then we shall continue with the meetings. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Doctor, and have a blessed week. Thank you for everybody who managed to attend.
Thank you.
I am so humbled to mention names like Dr. Caroline, Professor Kugonza, and all of you who have managed to come. Thank you so much.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Kugonza, please try to prepare a presentation for Friday. Yeah, thank you, our guest from South Africa. We look ahead to work with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye.